Now, over the past few years, we've checked out pretty much every gaming headset in the SteelSeries lineup except the Arctis Pro with Game Deck. And at $250, I always thought to myself, why would you go ahead and spend this much money for this headset and not just spend a little bit more and pick up the Arctis Pro Wireless? Well, over the past few weeks, a ton of you guys seem to still be interested in this thing and want me to review it. So here we are in 2022, and I'm gonna give you guys a full-on review of the Arctis Pro with Game Deck to see if it's worth its price point in today's market. The Pro Model Plus Game Deck takes its amazing design and comfort and pairs it with a digital to analog converter so you can enjoy high-res audio files while giving you the ability to set your own EQ settings. Like the previous models, it has a sleek, modern, all-black design that still, even until this day, hasn't really changed. It gets rid of that plastic that we saw in the older models for this nice aluminum frame that gives you a somewhat more premium feel. Now, like some of those other ones in the lineup, the ear cups can be swapped out for different styles while giving you the same RGB color options that we all saw on the SteelSeries Arctis 5. And yes, just like that model, this headset is wired. Its microphone also lights up when it's muted, just like the other models, so you know where you stand when you're talking to your viewers or friends in Discord. Now, like pretty much every other headset in the SteelSeries lineup, all your controllers are on that left ear cup. You have your retractable microphone, your port for that 3.5mm cable, you have your volume wheel, and your microphone mute switch, which this time around I noticed is slightly elevated, which should make it a lot easier to find, especially in a pinch. Now, just like the Arctis Pro Wireless and pretty much every other headset in this lineup, this model gives us that nice ski goggle type headband that helps secure the Arctis Pros comfortably in place, while giving us the same memory foam ear cups that we've all grown to love over the years, especially when it comes to gamers looking at the SteelSeries lineup when trying to kick off their newfound career in esports or streaming. Now, if you are someone who's just starting off with streaming or content creation, something I feel like is just as important, if not more important, and something I wish I would have had a long time ago, is a one-stop shop that's affordable to help me fully customize my streaming templates, my Twitch overlays, camera overlays, emotes, graphics titles, pretty much anything across the board that's all in one location at an affordable price point. Own.tv has got you guys covered for that. Own.tv is who I've used in the past and has been my go-to for pretty much everything when it comes to graphics and templates such as animated screens, badges, Stream Deck icons, and overlays to keep you looking crisp when going live or recording your videos. What's even more appealing is the ease of use you get when checking out and customizing everything to set the aesthetic you're going for in your setup. Best of all, I've got you guys covered with a 50% off coupon if you use my coupon code and link that's down below in the description. So make sure you guys check that out once this video is over. And thank you to Own.tv for sponsoring this segment of today's episode. Now, at the heart of this headset, we have the Game Deck, a digital to analog converter that allows this headset to pump out amazing higher resolution, less compressed audio than what you normally experience from a USB connection. While it does have a ton of features for a wide variety of gamers and content creators, it also has a few drawbacks which we'll cover here in a bit. The deck itself has a nice streamlined design. It's a small curvy display that has a nice smooth volume wheel and action button with a micro USB and optical port on the back. Also on the back, you have two 3.5mm analog jacks, so you can connect one to your mobile device and one out to your speakers if necessary. Then we have its display, which sports a quick glance at your volume, while also letting you balance game and chat levels, all while being able to toggle your surround sound at the push of a button. A long press on the knob opens up the main menu where you can fine-tune your settings, choose your output and input sources, and adjust the brightness and colors of your Arctis Pro headset. Now, if you'd like to take this a step further, you can tweak the frequency band yourself or keep it simple and enjoy the different set of built-in presets from the Game Deck's equalizer. Now, when the headset first came out, I feel like it was catered mostly towards streamers and content creators that didn't plan on leaving their workspace or their desk somewhere close to their PC or their console, because this has some of the shortest cables that I've ever seen. I mean, how are you supposed to play from your couch with this headset? You can't. But then again, I feel like that's what the SteelSeries Arctis 7 was for. But in today's market, you got the JBL Quantum 800 and a ton of other headsets that have all these same features and functionality without the wire for much cheaper. So why would you go ahead and pick up this headset? Is it the sound? I mean, when it came to gaming performance, just like the Arctis Pro Wireless, these sounded amazing. You could hear footsteps and gunfights nearby or even off into the distance with pinpoint accuracy, especially when playing games like Call of Duty or Apex. Bullet spraying sounded super realistic even with suppressors attached, and the same thing went for explosions. Now, thanks to high-res audio you get with these, I didn't hear that muffled sound when listening to music like I experienced with the cheaper models in the lineup. Being able to pick out small details in songs is easily noticeable over the budget headsets from SteelSeries. However, for what it's worth and what I'm used to, I feel like the volume and bass could be a bit better in comparison to what we see out in today's market. So how do these stack up against the Arctis Pro Wireless? Well, for price points, the Arctis Pro Wireless was $330 when it first came out. This one was $250, so an $80 price difference for a wireless model. But out in today's market, a few years later, on Black Friday, you might find this headset for $200, $250, $300. The Arctis Pro Wireless, you can find it for a lot cheaper nowadays. So would you still pick this up over the Game Deck, and is there any other differences? Well, when it comes to design between the two, it's almost the same, aside from no RGB on the wireless. But then again, you do get the ability to swap batteries with that model for longer, wire-free gaming sessions. Even though you do get surround sound on the Pro Wireless, the high-res audio is exclusive only to the Game Deck. Otherwise, it's just the price point that will set these apart, along with the RGB and this being a wired model. Software is also available, although really not necessary since you do get most of the same controls and functions directly from your Game Deck, which makes adjusting settings on the fly super easy to use. So by now you're probably wondering, well, how does the microphone quality sound? And to be quite honest, I'm curious to find out myself, because I know over the years when I've checked out these SteelSeries headsets with the microphones, they were never the best, they were never the worst, they were kind of in the middle. So I'm curious to see how this one stacks up, if at all any different from the other ones, in comparison to some of my other favorite gaming headsets that are currently on today's market. Well, we also check out how much background noise and keyboard clicks it actually picks up. So let's go ahead and do that now. All right, guys, here we are in a soundproof room, and currently I'm talking to you on the Shure MV7. Now I wanted to cover a few important things. You get a ton of cables with this headset to connect to pretty much any device or system out there. So there's no shortage of cables with this headset, that's for sure. I wanted to cover sound isolation and noise bleeding. Now this headset doesn't have active noise cancellation, so you will be able to hear some stuff going on around you, but as long as you're above half volume, you should be fine. At the same time, the ear cups are rather snug. It fits very well, especially for me, and I have a massive head, so you won't experience that much noise bleeding when you are above half volume, so you don't have to really worry about that. At the same time, some of you guys are probably wondering about ear sweat. I didn't really experience that much in my longer gaming sessions, but then again, if your room's 100 degrees, obviously you're going to experience some ear sweat. Now you guys know the drill, soundproof game room. Currently I'm talking to you on the Shure MV7. Let's go ahead and switch over to the microphone on the Arctis Pro with Game Deck so you guys can see what it sounds like in comparison. This is what the microphone quality sounds like on the SteelSeries Arctis Pro with Game Deck. If you are new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe, and only if you end up liking this video, please make sure you smash that like button for me. Now let's go ahead and stack up the microphone on this headset versus the HyperX Cloud 2 wireless, the Corsair HS80 wireless, the Odyssey Penrose, and the Odyssey Mobius to see how it stacks up. This is what the microphone quality sounds like on the SteelSeries Arctis Pro with Game Deck. This is what the microphone quality sounds like on the HyperX Cloud 2 wireless gaming headset. This is what the microphone quality sounds like on the Corsair HS80 wireless gaming headset. This is what the microphone quality sounds like on the Odyssey Penrose gaming headset. This is what the microphone quality sounds like on the Odyssey Mobius gaming headset. Once again, this is what the microphone quality sounds like with the SteelSeries Arctis Pro and Game Deck. Once again, this is what the microphone quality sounds like on the HyperX Cloud 2 wireless gaming headset. Once again, this is what the microphone quality sounds like on the Corsair HS80 wireless gaming headset. Once again, this is what the microphone quality sounds like on the Odyssey Penrose gaming headset. Once again, this is what the microphone quality sounds like on the Odyssey Mobius gaming headset, and in my opinion is the best sounding microphone out of any gaming headset in the market, followed by the Corsair HS80 and the Virtuoso in second place, because those mics are super similar. But I'm curious to know what you guys think, so make sure you let me know down below in the comment section which one of these mics you think sounds the best. Now, another test I like doing for you guys up here in the game room is to see how much keyboard clicking the microphones on these headsets pick up. So we're about 1.5 feet away from my keyboard here. It doesn't seem to be picking up that much keyboard clicks. Actually fairly decent. So yeah, whether you're talking to your friends in Discord, party chat, game chat, whether you're streaming, recording, whatever it is, that's what the microphone quality sounds like on the SteelSeries Arctis Pro with Game Deck, and that's how much keyboard clicking it actually picks up. The Arctis Pro with Game Deck is an amazing headset with a ton of customization and useful options right at your fingertips. Its high-res audio takes things to the next level when it comes to listening to music and enjoying your favorite movies and games. Now, when the headset initially launched, it was at the top of its class in a variety of different departments. However, technology and other manufacturers have not only caught up, but also surpassed what this headset offers. The short cable doesn't help and makes this somewhat a niche product for gamers close to their PC or consoles, and it doesn't really cater to everyone because of that. Having all the same functions on a wireless headset like the JBL Quantum 800, which sounds just as good, if not better, for $100 less, is very hard to beat and makes this a hard recommendation at this price point. Now, if this headset drops around $200, then maybe I'd consider it, but even then, it's only catering to a certain clientele that's glued to their desks, such as streamers and content creators next to their console or PC because the cable is so short. There is no way I can recommend this headset over the JBL Quantum 800 or even the SteelSeries Arctis 7P. Those headsets are $100 cheaper and offer most of the same features, if not more, and sound just as good in my opinion. Are you going to drop an extra $100 for high-res audio? I don't see the value there. But sometimes my opinions are controversial. So I'm curious to know what you guys think. Let me know down below, where you'll also find the links to everything that we covered in today's episode. If you want to see more, make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Detroit Fury. And if you enjoyed this content, please make sure you smash that like button for me, subscribe, turn on your post notifications. It really means a lot to me. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in my next episode. Peace.